is Joseph Spendlove, and today I want to talk to you about a little bit of a serious subject. Funny subject for some of you. We're actually going to be talking about sex. Okay, now for those of you who have been following me and been following somebody called Barry, you will know that yesterday he appeared in the Sunday Sport newspaper. Many of my Christian friends, will be quite upset about this. What is he doing in this sort of publication? A lot of my non-Christian friends might just be doing, what is Slim Brother doing, exploiting this guy. But actually, if you read the story and understand why I got my friend to feature him in the newspaper, and why I said to Barry, this is a great thing to be doing, is because it's the problem of being overweight and not being sexually fulfilled within marriage. Okay, obviously within Christianity it's very important I do say that. I'm not just talking about sleeping around for fun. I'm actually talking about when you cannot fulfill your marriage with your wife. Okay, so this is a very serious subject. If you're expecting this to be fun about how to whatever, okay, it's not going to be that sort of video. So this is going to be a male-orientated video, okay? So if you do know a man that is struggling with sexual issues, then this video is for you. So Barry, okay, within my first coaching session with him, he was very emotional. He was a little bit emotional actually. His wife was really emotional, just saying. She's at a wit's end with him because their relationship is it's a joke that they argue and stuff like that, but deep down she's not fulfilled, and part of that was their sexual relationship, because he obviously is a bigger size. Physically there's problems, but then chemically there's been problems as well, where he's not able to get an erection. Now I'm going to talk to you about this on two different levels, okay? For those of you out there that have got this problem, or anybody that has got this problem, then there's two different issues. The first one, which I think is the biggest thing with Barry, is medication. So anybody who's taking tablets, obviously they're chemicals and they're toxins, and they are going to interfere with your natural body chemicals. Also being overweight and being unhealthy is also going to stop your chemicals and you actually being healthy. So that's a big thing with Barry, and I have guaranteed, I repeat, I have guaranteed, if we can get Barry to lose weight, if we can get him off a lot of his medication, okay, maybe not all of his medication because he may need some of them for life, but if we can get off most of the medication and get him to lose weight, his erections will come back, okay, I guarantee it, okay. Life, your body is really very simple when it comes to things like this. People spend a lot of money, get a lot of advice on things like this, but it's basic lifestyle issues. When you bring it doesn't matter whether you've got cancer, it doesn't matter whether you're overweight, it doesn't matter if you've got sexual issues. Bring your body chemicals and your overall health back into balance, and everything will come back to normal. Obviously there's physical things like broken arms and stuff that are not going to grow back, but your internal chemistry and something that is still there can come back into action. Okay, really, really important for that. So don't underestimate the power of your body, and B, the power of positivity. Obviously I'm a Christian, so I would say the power of prayer as well. That is of course the greatest power in the world by far. But again, I will pray for Barry, and I will pray for his whole health, including this issue he's got. Right, now the second one, which is really interesting, which they dug deep a lot in our course, and again this goes for many different levels, and this is the fact that if you strip us down, okay, we've got our animal instincts and our animal brain. Now there's a hierarchy of three different things, okay, listen up guys, because this may explain a lot of problems within your life and things that you're like, why is this happening, why is this not happening? Right, the first one is the need for security. Now security, obviously with an animal, is that something is not going to kill it, okay? With us, security can mean financial, it can mean stability with our friends and family, or it could just mean, when we've moved house or something like, when we don't feel quite secure, not being attacked, but just secure in our actual pure environment, whether that be in our new job as well, which could be another one. So when you feel secure, that box is ticked. Okay, so if you're not feeling secure at the moment, the next things that I'm going to talk about just isn't going to happen. Okay, so that's number one, security. Number two is food. Okay, nutrition is so important. Any man who's a protein type, you know, like a real traditional man, you know what we're like, guys. I'm exactly the same. I'm ratty, I'm in a bad mood, and I'm really quite foul if I have not eaten. And again, if you look back at the animal instincts, it's natural to feel like that. We have to have energy to do what we do. So if you are not eating correctly, it's a no wonder you feel awful, and it's a no wonder you've got no sex drive, because you aren't giving your body the correct nutrients and the correct chemicals it needs to reproduce and to be fully healthed up. Okay, I know that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. So you got that again, guys. So security, nutrition, and the final thing is reproduction. Okay, it's as simple as that. Security, nutrition, reproduction. When you feel secure, when you've eaten, you can then have sex and your internal organs will work. That's it, guys. It's not rocket science. As I say, it goes back to the animal instincts. And again, if you look at the brain psychology, that's the three different areas of our brain. I think it's the layers, deep, outer and centre. And again, I find this really interesting because, again, as I said earlier, people spend so much money and do so many things to try and, you know, improve their sex drive and improve this and, you know, have operations and everything. Take Viagra, which again is just vile, just so expensive, and the toxins in it are outrageous. When actually, if they improve their lifestyle, then it's great. It's a well-known fact that all exercisers, a lot of people who attend gyms, excluding people on steroids, okay, have very high sex drives. And this is because A, they're detoxing their body, but they're actually physically working their muscles, therefore they are healthier and they do have a high sex drive. Okay, and it's just a natural fact. There's nothing anyone can say about this because it is in nature. Just go out there and watch the animals that are sick, the animals that are scared that they're going to get eaten by something else. You don't see them having sex. The animals that are chilled out, that are eating well, they reproduce. Okay, I know it's funny for a lot of people, but that is the law of Mother Nature. It's the Lord of God. Okay, so please don't complicate life, guys, and if you do have issues like you're not able to get it up, then please look at your lifestyle, look at your health, and don't underestimate your power within. Okay, if you've got any questions about this, you can attend my free courses. Obviously, if there's any men that this is quite a confidential subject, so I wouldn't be speaking about this on video with anybody, don't worry about that. But on a one-to-one, please feel free to message me, and obviously I do provide one-to-one private coaching, so feel free to speak with me, and I'm here to serve you, as I always say, guys. So look after yourself and enjoy having a great sexual relationship within your marriage. Goodbye.